Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, we'll be basically building a model component. It's going to be a very simple model component, as you can see here. You're opening whenever you click on it, and the model is going to open. And when you click on close, only when we click on close at that point of time, only the model closes. This is going to be what we're doing in this video using pure vanilla JavaScript. And this video is by the part of a YouTube series where I'm focusing on front-end machine coding interview questions. So if you have not watched the other video, I would suggest you to check them out as well. But anyway, for this video, let me first of all show you the basic markup. We have a button here, as you can see, the open, and we have a div tag. This is required because what you'll be doing is like you'll be using the index.js uh, to basically initialize the model class with a couple of parameter properties you can say here, like container, button selector, title, content. Container is going to refer the container here, as you can see, the model container. The button selector is going to refer the open button here. Similarly, title and content is going to refer to the title and content, what needs to be shown in the model. We have a couple of styles also, which will become more clear as we go. But let me show you one thing now itself, which is going to be required anyway. For the overlay element, what I'm doing is like I've given it an opacity of 0 by default. So what I'll do is like I'll be adding it a active class, and that active class is going to have the opacity as 1. So that using the opacity, I'll be able to show and hide the overlay element, as you can see. Similarly, for container, what I've done something different. I'm using a scale property for it. So whenever by default scale has 0, and whenever I give an active class, then it becomes scale of 1, and it's going to show. That's what you do is like basically we need to add these classes and remove these classes. That's it. It's quite simple in that way. And let me remove this. And again here also. So now we can start adding a code. So we need to first create a class. We need to add constructor. Constructor is going to take the config from this dot config equal to what? It's going to basically be the clone of the default config. Need to call the config here to the object dot keys config dot for each key inside the config. We'll write config, which is what this the config key equal to config key. And after this is basically merging of the config. Okay. If you're not watching my star rating, I would suggest you check it out. I've explained it more in detail there. But it's just gonna basically merge the config with the keys. Okay, default config is gonna basically override the keys which are gonna be passed by the user in the default config. That's it. Create model. I'll be writing the this dot container. This container is gonna basically have the we're basically gonna get the container as well as the open button from the DOM. So that's what I'm doing. Config container. Then what is it here? Should be what button selector. Let me write open button here. Okay, and if for some reason we don't have the container, then we would like to return because we it's required for us. Otherwise, not our model is not going to work. That's why I'm just returning it if it's not there. Then we need to create overlay element like I showed you just now. Overlay element equal to a document. And you need to give it a class of overlay and you need to attach to a DOM. It's okay to just add it to the body itself. Now, after creating overlay, we need to create a model header and model body and attach it to the container. Let model header equal to what? The model header, I'll just copy the inner HTML to something like this. We are just taking a title and placing it here. That's it. Similarly for model body, we'll just create again element. For the inner HTML, I'll need the content from the body. And let me create a fragment now. If you're not aware of fragment is just gonna be very good or performant compared to just interacting directly with the DOM. If you I've explained it more in detail in Star Rating video, so you can check it out if you have not heard fragment till now. So I'm gonna create the pin child, model header, model body, container, pin child, fragment. Let me just run this. Let's see if there's any error as such. No, no error as such. So, but still, we have not written any kind of logic to what to be done for open. Okay. So, but as at least we can check in a DOM. We have the overlay element as well as the model container. Also has the model header as well as the model content. Let me check. Yeah. So now we need to handle those events. So just write setup listeners. This dot setup listeners. Then I'll just write container. I need to have the event list on the open button. So I'll just have the open button here. Dot add event listener. Click. Whenever this open button is clear, I'll have the overlay element dot class list dot add active. Similarly, for container again, it's going to be active. And whenever so now it should work something. As you can see, it's working fine. Now we need to basically get this button and have add the event distance for that as well. Okay, this button, as you can see, is closed on. So for that, what we can do is like we can just do a we can basically wait it from the DOM. Let close. It's your document. It's better to do from container. I don't want to add extra classes for it. I'll just copy these lines, paste, remove. That's it. Open, close, open, close. Now if I come to index.js and write something else here, content, as you can see, it's updated here. Now suppose I come here and write something, so let's update a title here. Cool. It works fine as you can see, and because it makes the pop-up very much, or dialog or model reusable. By the way, I think there's an HTML element also which is now supported natively by the browser. So I would suggest you check that out. Otherwise, I might create another video also on that in future. So if not now, then maybe you can check it out later on my YouTube channel anyway. Okay, I think this was the video for this model pop-up, and I think I'll be creating other videos also. You can check out other videos in this whole playlist. Okay, and thank you, and hope to see other videos as well. And bye.